These are all the ways I have made money on the side at home. They all fit in around me. I set the hours and often the prices too. Some I don't go back to and others I will still use to this day for a top up when needed. Number 1, selling. No need to talk about this one for too long. If you have anything you don't need or use, you can probably sell it. Whether it's old clothes, electronics, or even something that's broken. There will often be someone willing to part with some cash for it. You also clear out some space in your home, and clearing out things that no longer bring you joy can do wonders for your mental health too. The only thing you should think about here is where to sell what. Different platforms tend to work out better for different types of products. There are so many platforms now to choose from. eBay, Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, Music Magpie, etc. Number 2, Etsy. Unlike earlier, this time we aren't clearing out things we already have. We're making new things to sell. Around Christmas time, lots of people look for more handmade decorations. Think about Christmas wreaths and things like that. Like any sales, it comes down to supply and demand. What can you make that people will want? If it's something that not everyone can do, then even better, as the supply will be lower. That being said, you can sell anything. And to prove that, I was selling painted rocks. They were nice, honest, but when you step back and think about it, I was selling painted rocks. Number 3, Fiverr. I did some freelance writing, and this helped pay for the family trip around the world. You set the prices and timescales, which made it a perfect side hustle while my hours were changing as we moved around. You don't need any qualifications. I would write front pages for websites, company slogans, or just help clean up the English and make something already written read easier. It's a side business that grows over time. A little tricky to get started with, and you might have to drop your prices at the beginning. But once you get some good reviews behind you, you make sure you keep reviewing your prices. Number 4, cashback. Perhaps an odd one for the list as it requires you to spend money. It often means you are out of pocket. However, when it's spending that's going to happen anyway, such as your broadband bill, it's always worth checking the cashback sites for those big signups. Insurance, Sky, broadband, phones, all those sorts of contracts often have big cashbacks linked to them. Whether you would call it making money or not, I've received over £1,000 from my Quidco account, and everything I purchased I was going to be paying for anyway. Number 5, online surveys. This is good for beginners in my opinion. It's such an easy way to get started with making money from home. Barely any signing up, no commitment, and fairly prompt payouts. The downside is the money. If you look at how much you get paid by the hour, it's actually pretty good. But you'll be sitting around waiting for surveys more often than not. So the money you can actually make from these is usually pretty low. It can still be a good way to top up by £5–10 per week, and you can have it on your phone while watching some TV in the evening or something. For me, nowadays though, I have easier ways to make more money with less waiting around. If you've always wanted to start a side hustle and never have, then start here though. It'll get you hooked on the idea of making more money. Number 6, online tutoring. You don't need to be a teacher or have qualifications for this. If you have a skill or knowledge other people would like to have, then there will be people willing to pay you to tutor them. It can be playing the guitar, painting, knitting, a language, anything goes here. Now I'm a qualified maths teacher, so maybe it was easier for me to get started. But this was the other side job I was doing while traveling, and it was a great earner. Number 7, match betting. I don't think this is as lucrative as it used to be when I was doing it. It's not gambling and your money shouldn't be at risk. If you think you might struggle to stick to a plan and not be sucked into the idea of gambling, then avoid this side hustle. There are ways to use the offers that betting sites have going on all the time to guarantee yourself a profit. If you time this with a large sporting event, then you can often come out with more money because the deals the betting sites are offering get better. If you want to learn more about my experience with match betting, then check out this video over here. If you have a side hustle suggestion for me to try, then leave it in the comments. And while you're there, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.